Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Glor, and the first full day of searching is underway. Crews are looking for Air Asia Flight 8501, which has now been missing for more than 24 hours. Teams from at least 3 different countries are involved. 162 people were on 8501, including 17 children. The search zone is in the Java Sea, in between Surabaya, Indonesia, where the plane took off, and Singapore, its intended destination. We have a series of reports tonight, including more on a terrible 9 months for airlines based in Malaysia. But we begin with Deborah Pata. Deborah?
Well, search and rescue operations for the plane were called off as night fell in the Southeast Asian region, and those operations resumed at dawn local time, which was just a few moments ago. The plane has already been missing for nearly 24 hours.
Indonesia, Singapore and Malaysia are all involved in a massive search and rescue operation for the missing plane. Rescuers spent hours flying over areas of the Java Sea, but the dark and stormy Indonesian waters have so far provided no clues. The flight's timeline is also murky because Indonesian and Singaporean authorities are reporting different times for radar contacts with the plane. Here's what they know so far. The plane took off from Surabaya Airport in Indonesia at approximately 5:30 a.m. local time for what should have been a quick 2-hour hop to Singapore. But around 6:10, the AirAsia pilot asked to turn left and climb to a higher altitude to avoid clouds. An Indonesian transportation official said the request was denied due to traffic. Sometime between 6:17 and 6:24 a.m., AirAsia Flight 8501 lost contact with Indonesian air traffic control. There was no distress signal. Violent thunderstorms were reported at the time the plane disappeared. Weather reports show it vanished in airspace thick with dense storm clouds as high as 44,000 feet. The pilot has been identified as Captain Irianto, who had over 20,000 hours of flying experience. On the ground, the airline information boards were an ominous reminder that something terrible had happened. Instead of a routine arrival time, a terse message advising relatives to contact the airline. Desperate friends and family huddled into the airport, anxiously scouring passenger manifests. AirAsia CEO Tony Fernandez met with loved ones, but struggled to bring hope to a hopeless situation.
A terrible feeling of loss right now, but it is premature. I think the Indonesian authorities are doing their best now for the search and rescue.
The airline has set up an information center at the airport in Surabaya, where family and friends are gathered. As each hour drags by, they are bracing themselves for the worst possible news.
As authorities scramble to find the plane, the hunt for answers also begins. Families of passengers on board the aircraft will want to know exactly what happened and, Jeff, how it is possible that once again a plane has simply disappeared from the sky.